I got vaccinated for my community, but mostly my family. I have little kids, and it's just an odd time right now for adults and kids, and we typically hang out with our friends and let our friends play, and we've kind of gotten away from that. I'm ready to get back to some normalcy. And if getting a vaccine gets us closer to that, then that's what I want to do. My experience was very good. I had some soreness at the injection site, but no other symptoms.
I chose to vaccinate because when COVID made its way through Louisiana, it changed my life professionally and personally. The professional side was we didn't know what we were coming into. Not being able to see my parents was difficult. I am my parents' caregiver, and I had to have someone else take care of my parents because I couldn't go visit them. I didn't want to expose them to whatever this virus was, and I didn't, it was uncomfortable for me. When my father got ill with COVID, when he got sick with COVID, my sister did too. I had two family members that got COVID at the same time. And it was within 2 weeks of each other that they passed. We were probably a month away from the vaccine, that I could vaccinate both my mother and my father and my sister. And so losing two family members, I don't want people to have to go through what my family went through. It was very heart-wrenching to see, my mother and my sisters and brothers deal with this, along with myself. So I choose to vaccinate because I don't want people to have the heartache that we went through.
First of all, let me say I thank God for His presence, His power, His provision, and His protection. And then when I think of the vaccine, it's safe, it's effective, and it's important. And then to me, last year we didn't have family reunions, we didn't have birthday gatherings. The church was, not coming together. So I was, kind of lost for that. But even in that aspect, God was still good and giving us the opportunity to still fellowship with one another some kind of way. And then I thank the hospital for what they have done with us. Wear our masks, social distance, wash our hands, and now taking the vaccine, which I thought was very important. But like I said, when I think about family reunion, when I think about weddings, when I think about anniversaries, and when I think about birthdays, all of that was negated last year because of the virus. So I am very happy that we are in a better state of mind now.
I received the vaccine because I'm a respiratory therapist on the front lines, and I'm born and raised here and just watched this virus ravage this community, affect my friends, my family, their friends and family, and it's just been very surreal. Well, honestly, I was very nervous to receive the vaccine, but I was excited. And I didn't have any issues with my first shot. I felt great afterwards. My second shot, I felt very run down, tired the next day. I pretty much spent the day on the couch. My arm was sore, but after 24 hours, I felt fine.
I made the decision to receive my COVID-19 vaccination because as a primary care doctor, I firmly believe in prevention. That's a big part of my medical practice, is preventing disease and not just treating it. As a medical community, we have spent the last year swimming upstream, treating this disease, and now we have the opportunity to prevent this disease.
I chose to become immunized because I wanted my body to be in the best shape for the future. There's a lot of evidence that indicates that if our platform is prepared in the right way immunologically, then for the booster shots that are coming later on, they're going to be more effective. We have between 13 and 14 mutations around the world that are going to work their way to the United States. If we're not properly immunized, then it's possible that the booster immunizations that we get in the future won't be as effective in fighting off these mutations. So please consider being immunized. I decided to become immunized for my family. I didn't want to be bringing anything home from my work at the hospital that might infect them. I also want to do it for my fellow health care workers because we owe it to each other to take care of each other. And last but not least, I did it for my future. I don't like the sound of ventilators, and I surely didn't want to be on one.